Hey y'all. So y'all come join me as I curl my locks up, my first style of the year. So I decided to do some curl rods instead of doing a retwist because my 7th year anniversary is in March. So I know that I can pump out a few styles before a retwist. So this is me doing my first style of the year. Like for my retwist, I usually do a retwist every quarter. That's maybe only 3 times a year, really. Um, like I said, I've been growing my locks for going on 7 years in March. So what's that, 2019 COVID. I started my locks. Probably the best decision I ever made in my life was to get locks. Like, I don't even know what I would be doing to my hair right now if I didn't have locks. Like, I was just like, I had graduated college and I'm just thinking towards the future. Like, you think I'm like, am I really finna be doing my hair every day? And one of my close friends back in college, she had locks. And so I was just like, you know, let me just do it. I wanted long hair too, I wanted long natural hair. And so I was just like, let's do it. I'm a lock up. So I started with 2-strand twist, and now we're here, 7 years, almost 7 years in the game, and I love my locks. Um, I haven't done anything to them, like color them or anything yet. I told myself like 5 years in, I would start to conjoin some of them. So I did. I have like in the back a couple, and then like one in the front. I accidentally, well, not even accidentally, it was really thin, and I was just like, I don't feel like it's going to survive. So I kind of redid it. So, but even here at my 7 year mark, I don't know if I want to combine all of them yet because I have, to me, a good size lock. So, me trying to make them thicker at the moment, I probably won't. I might give it another 5 years. And people always like, are you going to cut your locks? Like, no, I'm not. My goal is to grow these down at least to my back of my knees. And that's nothing for me because I used to wear 40 inch, 42-inch bundles. Like, literally, this is me making myself literally into the person I want to be, except for with locks. Like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So I'm never cutting my locks. And then I really do hate when people be like, when are you going to get a retwist? That ain't nothing but the older generation anyway. And I'll be like, never. I'm fine the way it is. Just need a little spray, a little water, a little water, and it's all good. A little silk scarf. But yeah, like wearing locks is definitely it's a journey. Cause I really hate when people ask me when am I gonna get a retwist. Like, why does that matter for you? I look presentable either way. You know what I'm saying? I look presentable either way. So it's just like I hate the politics surrounded by locks. And I hate the whole dread versus lock thing. I'm 32. I grew up with the word dreadlocks. And then I know we had this whole woke thing over locks, and so I'm not the girl that's going to be like, don't call my locks dreadful. No, I know where the term dreadlocks come from. So I'm gonna continue. If somebody be like, "Oh, you got dreadlocks," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, dreadlocks." That's the term I grew up knowing, and I never took offense to that. So you could call them locks, you can call them dreads. It's literally the same thing. Because when somebody talk, like, I'm not going to give somebody the power over words towards me. So if somebody want to be like dreadlocks, I'll be like, heck yeah, dreadlocks. I'm not going to, even if they want to say it, I'm not turning that into a negative for me. Because one thing about my locks, they are bare. It's a spiritual thing for me too. That's why I'll be like, if I ever had to start over, I'm never combing these Johns out. Like, what? Chop chop. But it's just like my locks are very spiritual to me, and if you know anything about spirituality, you know your hair is your antennas. It's what allows you to even receive downloads and things like that. Your hair is alive, even though the locks are dead hair, your hair is still alive and it's still your antennas. And I I take that into consideration so much that I've never let anyone touch my locks. I'll never let anyone touch my locks. I started my locks, I retwist my locks, I style my locks. That's how much my locks mean to me, that I would never let anyone put their hands in my hair, because my hair holds so much meaning to me that I don't know who you are, where your hands been, who head you been in, what energy you're carrying around. That's how bad I'm like, nah, I'll never let anybody put their hands in my hair. And I'm just that girl who grew up doing her own hair. When I had perms, when I had natural hair, girl, I was doing my hair, putting tracks in my hair, braiding my hair, kinky twists, two-strand twists, box braids. Like, I was doing all that already. So when it came to getting locks, I'ma do my own retwist. I'm gonna do my own style. I don't need to pay anybody to do it, even if it takes all day. That's fine with me. I'll take a day out of my week to do my hair, to support my tresses. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I never let anybody touch my hair. And it's not just because there's some good stylists out here for real. Y'all be doing y'all thing. But because my hair means so much to me that, yeah, I will continue to do my own hair. And, I really don't have any tips on growth. My hair naturally grows long and naturally grows fast. I wouldn't say, I don't know, because, even people in my family, we don't have the same type of, so I can't say, oh, genetics. My mom says I get it from my great grandma. She had long hair down her back and stuff like that. And so, my hair is just long. I've always had long hair, and it always grew fast. So with the locks, it's just like doing what it naturally does. So I don't have any tips on length retention, but I do wash my hair every month, and I oil my scalp. And then when I retwist it, I use that locking gel, and that's all. I don't water my hair daily because my hair don't be dry. It stays very moisturized. I drink a lot of water because I work out often, 3 to 4 times a week. But I also make sure I drink my daily amounts of water, which is 2 liters. So I do not spray my hair. That's one thing I don't do, is spray my hair. I don't brush my locks either. Yeah, they got lint in them, but not that bad. And if it gets to a point, then I guess I'll just dye them. But I wear my bonnet nightly, and I have a silk pillowcase. So that's just some things that I don't do. Like I said, I grew up, I'm 32. If you want to call me old school with it, you can do that. But I knew people with locks as a kid, and they weren't doing all this extra stuff, you know? And so, and I keep it like that. I don't, that was one of the main reasons for me to get locks was low maintenance. When did it turn into this high maintenance thing? Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me. I chose this because it's so low maintenance. I don't have to worry about my hair. I do not have to worry about my hair. Get up and go. If I need to put it in a ponytail, that's what it's going to be. These curls, that's a style. Like, it's just, I didn't get into this to do my hair, honestly. Keep it in the book. If I wanted to do my hair, I would have just kept my natural hair and did braids and twists and stuff. But, that wasn't not the purpose of this. But for 2026, I do plan on styling it more. Last year, I did good. I wore bobs. And so 2026, I hope to style it more as well. And part 2 coming up.